Girl, what is in this bottle? I can't make this up. B, baby, you did that, okay? What is up, you guys? It's your girl Z here. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. Join the team. If you are not new here, welcome back. So y'all already can tell from the title today, we are taking these knotless braids down. It is time to take them out. I've had them in for exactly 4 weeks, so that's typically my limit. I don't keep my braids in my hair super long, so time to go ahead and take these out. If you are new here, I'm a straight natural, so I don't really get a lot of protective styles and braids and things like that very often. I typically only get them for vacation. Hence, I just got back from Curacao, so that's why I had these braids in. So it's time to go ahead and take them out. Now, I'm excited about this takedown in particular because I'm trying some new products while I do this takedown. So, of course, I'm using the new Cecred products from their protection line to take down these knotless braids. I typically, and I have a very old video on my channel from maybe about 3 years ago of my braid takedown process, and I typically use the Aussie Moist conditioner to create slip on my hair when I'm taking out my braids and detangling. So using these products from Cecred is definitely new in my routine. So I have the Scalp refreshing spray as well as the detangling spray. So I had initially bought this to use throughout the time that I've had my braids, but again, since I didn't have them in that long, I didn't really have to use this too much. However, watching the videos on the Cecred YouTube page, because listen, I'm gonna learn how to actually properly use a product before I start using it. But they recommended that you can use these two together, and this is the detangling spray. They said that you can use these two together for the takedown process. This one is more so to use right on the scalp and the root where that gel and just product buildup is real sticky. This really helps break that down. And then of course the detangling spray to really help soften the hair and really just make it easy to detangle. So I've been using these together because yes, I've already started, because y'all, I got too much hair, okay? I have way too much hair and it takes way too long. So I typically start my braid takedown process. It's typically a 2-day process. So I take out the bottom rows, and thankfully I work from home, so we ain't really got to worry about that too much. I usually start with the bottom back rows and just take those out at night while I'm watching a show or something. And then I was like, okay, I'll do the top half, because honestly, y'all, I would have just been all right, I'll see y'all tomorrow once I got the bottom half out, because it's just too much hair. So I did take out, I want to say the first 2 rows without using the product, because I really wanted to see okay, is it easier, is it faster to just take them out without using the product? Because I mean, these are not cheap products. I want to say the detangling spray is $38. This is another 30 something dollars. So again, products ain't cheap, okay? So I was like, let me see how, take my hair out how I normally do without the extra product. And then today when I started on the the middle rows, I was like, let's see how much or how faster these go. So I'm gonna show you guys how I am using these products to go ahead and take these braids down. So like I said, I've already started on the back half because again, it's a lot of hair, y'all. Like I said, I sprayed it with the detangling spray and kind of just lightly combed through it. I have my unbrush as well as a rat tail comb to do this process. So what I've been doing is I've been taking the scalp refreshing spray and spraying it, like I said, right here in the root to loosen up. And I'm trying to get as close as my hair as possible to really loosen up the buildup that's at the top of the braid. And then I've been taking the detangling spray and literally just spraying it down the whole braid. So getting it nice and just damp or, nice and saturated so that it's super easy to go ahead and start taking out. Now, I do not cut my braids because, as y'all can see, my hair is pretty long, so I really don't know where my hair ends and all of that, so I just don't even take the risk of cutting the braids. So I literally just start exactly from the bottom, and this is typically where I'll use the rat tail comb to help me get into like unraveling the braid from the bottom, because I have nails, but I just feel like it takes, I don't know, a little bit of a longer time to do it with just my nail. So I'll go on with the rat tail comb and just go ahead and start to unravel. Now, just looking at this, I feel like I don't know, like I said, I really don't know where my hair begins, so I never want to take the risk with like cutting the braid, because oh boy, if I cut my hair, I'm gonna be mad. So, and I will say it's literally like just gliding, so no issues, no real like tangles as I'm unraveling with the rat tail comb, which I love. I feel like when I was doing it without the product, I was catching a little more, you know, knots with the braiding hair getting caught. But as you can see, this is literally just like kind of gliding through. Well, there's one knot right there, but we got like pretty much not halfway up the braid. But so I do feel like spraying the detangling spray on the braid is for sure helpful, because like I said, I did the first like bottom 2 rows without any of the product, and I will say, you know, it took me a little minute. So this is definitely like for sure helping unraveling the braid, because the hair is like nice and damp. It's very like, you know, saturated with the product, so it's just kind of just like gliding apart. It's coming loose very easily. Like, there's the piece of braiding hair, and I just literally keep a bag of the hair right here. But yeah, the braiding hair is literally just like gliding out. Alright, so then just looking at this piece of hair, you see there's no real like product buildup or anything. But what I will do is just take a little bit more of the spray. Just to make sure I got all of the buildup out. And then kind of just go through with my comb gently, like don't be raking through your hair all crazy. And there we go. Repeat. So yeah, that one is out. Then I'm gonna just repeat the process. So go in with this, spray it right there on the root to loosen up any buildup up there at the top. Then I'm gonna take this spray. It says you're supposed to shake it too. I haven't been shaking it, but it advises that you shake it. And then I just like to run my hand over it just to make sure I'm coating the entire braid with the product. And then we repeat. I feel like I could probably keep using the comb once I get past like the halfway mark, but I don't know, something about just like unraveling it with my fingers, I don't know. Let me know, are y'all like people who typically like to use the comb to take your braids down, or you do it with your like hands? All right, and can y'all see I'm trying to get as close as possible. But y'all basically see there's no like major product up there. I feel like both of these products literally just like melt the gel and all of that off. Like it just melts it away. Like look at that. So those are the two that we just took out. Like, girl. So we still got all of these to go. I'm gonna come back when I have all of them out, and then like I said, we're gonna do a good like detangle session using just the spray. But initial thoughts, Cecred is gonna come through every time. Like Cecred gonna come through every time. That girl, she ain't got a bad product that I've tried. Okay, I love them. So like I said, I'm about to start taking the rest of these out. And honestly, having such good products for the takedown process, it just makes the wash process so much easier too. Because I feel like that's where a lot of people like mess up when they're taking their braids down as well, or taking down like, you know, protective styles. They don't take the time to really like have a good detangle session, and then that's why they like hair be all matted, and that's where you experience, I feel like, a lot more of the breakage. So I feel like her highlighting like a detangling spray and all of these things is like really good to show people like you got to take care of your hair, not only while it's in the protective style, but also when you are taking it down and, you know, going into whatever next style you're going to do. Like, make sure you're taking care of your hair. Because we all know that feeling of like, after you wash your hair and you see all this hair coming out, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm bald. You're not bald. It's just a lot of the hair shedding. But then also some of that can be like hair breakage because of, you know, rough takedown process and, you know, not thoroughly detangling your hair to get all of that dead hair out. Then that's when you start getting knots and your hair experiencing breakage, all of that stuff like that. So love that the girlies have this, you know, protection line from Queen Bee now. And again, I'm not very much a protective style girl. I don't do a ton of protective styles, but I love being able to have this now because, like I said, typically I was using that good old Aussie Moist Miracle Conditioner because, again, you need something with some good slip while you are detangling and taking out your braids and stuff like that. So I was just using conditioner to, you know, something to give me that slip. So really glad to now have these products because it's definitely a game changer for sure. But I think also this scalp refreshing spray is really innovative as well, especially with the nozzle too. Because there are so many girlies who have a braid down and they put a wig on top or, you know, anything like that. You still want to make sure that you're, you know, doing some scalp care. So I think these are really good products. I did buy the Scalp Balm, which is like the hair grease. And I had been using that while I had my braids in just to like grease my scalp. I don't have it in here because it was no need to bring it, but I really like that product as well. So I only got those 3 because I feel like those would work the best for me. There is a detox shampoo, I believe, too. I didn't necessarily get that because I have so many like clarifying detoxing shampoos, so I didn't purchase that. And then I think the other product is the oil ritual product. I don't do too many hot oil treatments on my hair because, like I said, I'm a silk press girl. So I didn't feel like that was going to be truly necessary in my routine. So I really just got the products that I know I would like get use out of. Even though, like I said, I don't do a ton of protective styles. But it'll be good to have these for when I do. Because again, I typically only get braids when I'm going on vacation. And if y'all watch my channel enough, y'all know I travel a good bit. But yeah, whenever I'm going to a location where I know my straight hair won't survive, that's when I'll get some braids. And Curacao was very hot and humid for sure, so I made the right decision getting braids to go there. Look how easy that came out just in me talking I got that braid out. So that's out. Let's comb. And when I do this with the small comb, I really just take my time. I don't force the comb. Like, I just let it work its way through to capture any of that dead shedded hair. It's not a lot that came off of that. I don't even know if y'all can see it. Probably not. But okay, I'm really about to lock in now. So like I said, I will check it back in with y'all. And I don't know, I treat my hair like glass when I'm coming out of braids, because it's just, I feel like it's so like fragile. So that's why you see me brushing through it so softly, because you just want to treat, you don't want to be too rough on your hair like fresh out of braids. So all right, y'all, I'm gonna check back in. I look crazy, but I'm gonna check back in with y'all. It'll probably be much later and dark outside by the time we come back. We have officially 20 braids left, so hopefully it shouldn't take too long, but I'll check back in with y'all when we're done. Okay, we're making progress, but I wanted to show y'all, I just took this front piece out. Well, not this front piece, this front braid. And typically up here, like, you know, around your edges is where you have the most like product buildup from the gel and stuff like that. And now, no, I don't put any additional gel, edge control, none of that stuff on my hair. Like, literally what's on my hair right now is the stuff that my like braider put in my hair. But I wanted to show y'all just like how this detangling spray literally just melts that stuff away. So y'all see that stuff. This right here is the spray that I sprayed on the scalp. But I wanted to show y'all like how the detangling spray literally just like melts all of that gunk out. So I'm gonna spray it right here. Rub it. Oh, I'm praying y'all can see this, because it literally works like magic. I'm like, girl, what is in this bottle? But can y'all see that? And so then I'm just going to brush it down. But yeah, that spray is the truth. Now, I will say this front part of my hair is a lot more stickier, feels like, just because, again, they typically use I feel like braiders use a little bit, you know, more on the edges, just like to make sure that they stay down. But that detangling spray. So I'm going to take a little bit just to show y'all. I'm going to spray this whole section. Really just like saturate my hair with it. Then take my little unbrush and go through. And like I said, you want to be very gentle with your hair while you're detangling. But yeah, y'all can see the brush is gliding through. I'm not doing anything else. I can't make this up. Baby, you did that, okay? I should have known. Y'all know I love the like regular Cecred products, the foundation line. I think that's what it's called. So should have known this protection line was not gonna be no different. I just had to come show y'all like an area that had a little bit more product buildup than the others, so y'all could really see how it works. All right, just had to show y'all that. I'll be back. Right, you guys, I'm taking out my very last braid. It's definitely much later, as y'all can tell. It's gotten darker, but we are on the last one. It's 8 o'clock right now. I don't even remember what time I started. I think I started around 4 or something, but I did stop. I stopped, took a break, ate dinner, all those things. So it didn't take that long, but we are on the last one. About to spray this with. I cannot wait to scrub my scalp. So the more that I use this detangling spray, this is definitely like some sort of like conditioner. Well, it has like the consistency of a conditioner. Let me not say it's a conditioner because I don't know what it is. But it has the consistency of a conditioner, because also I can tell by how the product feels on my hands after doing like this whole front top portion. I'm like, this definitely like has the consistency of some sort of like conditioner. But overall, the product works really nice. Really nice. Sorry if the lighting is weird, y'all. I just turned on one of like my filming lights, but I didn't do like a like legit setup because I was like, listen, I'm just ready to get this hair out. But as you can see, everything is out. Oh my god, my hair is so sticky feeling. I'm ready to just wash this out. But all right, y'all, this is what we are looking like with everything out. Ooh, I missed my hair. I'm not even gonna lie. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna split my hair, keep it in half like this, and then go through and spray both sides again with this so that I can like further detangle. So work that in, and really like I'm finger detangling now, but then I'm gonna just go on with my brush. I want to order the Cecred hairbrush while it's on sale. I'm filming this right before Thanksgiving, but y'all will probably see this right after Thanksgiving. But yeah, I want to go ahead and get the Cecred brush while it's on sale for Black Friday to see how that one works, because it reminds me of the brush. It's just I feel like the holes in the back of the Cecred one are a little bit bigger. Ooh. All right, now we're gonna do this side. All right, so we are pretty much detangled for the most part. Now let me go wash my hands, because I don't know if y'all know, do y'all get like that where it's like if your hands just feel like too greasy or sticky, or just I'll get like the ick, and I'm like, ugh, let me go wash my hands, I'll be right back. Okay, so just went and grabbed the products that I'm going to use to wash my hair, because y'all, I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, so I'm not even gonna set up the filming stuff in the bathroom, because I'm ready just to wash this hair and be done with it. But what I am gonna do is I can't even talk. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this Amika pink charcoal scalp cleansing oil. I need this. If you're taking out braids, product buildup, this is amazing for. I shared this in, I can't remember what video, but I recently started using this. I've been using this for the past like 2 or 3 months now. This is amazing for getting your scalp really clean. Which reminds me, I just bought a scalp scrubber or a scalp massager. What's it called? I don't know. I bought it from Ulta literally like 2 days ago when I decided I was getting ready to take my braids down this week. I've never used a scalp massage brush. This one is from Rizzo's Curls. And like I said, I picked this up from Ulta literally like 2 days ago. So I just felt like it was going to be necessary to, you know, just get up in my scalp. She's pink and she's cute, super cute. So I'm excited to use this. Let me know, do y'all use like scalp massage brushes and stuff? But anyway, I'm gonna go in with this first, and then I just realized, so when I ordered that Cecred brush, I need to order some more of the clarifying shampoo, because all I have is this little itty bitty bottle left. So I should have enough to wash. If not, I'll just combine it with my Olaplex clarifying shampoo. Then I am going to deep condition with this bad boy. This is the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask. Love this hair mask down. I am going to steam with this in my hair too, so I need to grab my steamer and everything. So I'm about to get started on that. Like I said, y'all, I just took these braids down. I'm about to just go wash this hair. Or actually, I figured I could just do this with y'all, because you put this on your hair, and if you've never used any type of, like, I always refer to it as kind of like a pre-poo almost. So like I said, it's a scalp cleansing oil, so you literally just like put it on your scalp. It comes out as an oil, but then as you rub it in, it kind of like lathers up. So I'm gonna show y'all really quick. Oh, my head is itching so bad, y'all. This is insane. It's like I took those braids out and now I'm like, oh my god, I just need to wash my hair so bad. Ugh, my hair is so dirty. But always, again, before you go in with anything, make sure that your hair is fully, like, actually, I'm about to add some more conditioner to my hair. I just got to go in with my Aussie Moist. Again, love the Cecred down. She did amazing. But I'm very much like a creature of habit and doing what works for my hair. And anytime I take my braids down, anytime I'm about to like wash my hair after braids, I always incorporate the Aussie Moist conditioner into my hair. So my heart is just like, girl, just go get the conditioner. So give me 1 second. Didn't know what conditioner I was talking about. I'm talking about this bad boy, the Aussie Moist Miracle Moist. This conditioner is literally some of the best conditioner. Real good, real cheap. I used this for years. I would say, especially when I was like living in New York, and baby, I was not buying expensive hair products. I needed affordable yet very good products, and you could not go wrong with this Aussie Moist. It just gives your hair such amazing slip, and like I said, it's so good for detangling and especially like coming up out of braids. Like I said, I'm just very much a creature of habit. I would feel bad like if I didn't do this part of my hair, because I'm like, I always use this conditioner when I take my hair down. So just a creature of habit. So yeah, I just literally work it onto my hair and then continue to detangle. And like I said, the Cecred did an amazing job, because as you can see, like, my hair is very detangled. There's no anything going on, so I have no concerns when I'm getting ready to wash my hair. But it just makes me feel better. You know, when you have like a routine that you know is just like a staple and it works, it never steers you wrong. I'm like, ugh, I gotta include my Aussie Moist conditioner in my routine somehow. What I love, this big bottle, I remember this big bottle used to be like $4.99. It's probably like $6 or $7.99 now, but still like under $10. Still really good value. And this one is the one with avocado and jojoba oil. It's just a really good, affordable conditioner. So now that that is in, I'm gonna show y'all what taking the Amika looks like, so you can see that right there. And then you can literally, it just like, you see that? It just lathers up. You just kind of massage it into your hair. So I'm just gonna like take a few sections, and this is going to just help again get some of that buildup from the gel out of your hair. Oh, this just makes me want to scratch my scalp. Ooh, this is when I need one of those good old like hairdresser scalp scrubs. Oh my god. That's what I really need right now. So, question, since this is my first time, do y'all use this like once you shampooed, or typically how do you use your scalp massage brush? It says to use in the shower while applying your shampoo, so I think that's what I'm going to do while I'm doing the clarifying shampoo. Oh, I didn't even show y'all what hydrating shampoo. Y'all already know, if you're not new here, use the Matrix Food for Soft hydrating shampoo after I do the clarifying one. Ooh, my head. Now I'm about to go wash. Oh, that felt so good, y'all. Ugh. But yeah, I don't use a ton of it. It really just, I don't want to use a ton of it right now, especially since I'm about to really go in and wash. But like I said, this is really good for when I'm doing my silk presses too, to just make sure that my scalp is squeaky, squeaky clean before I go in to, you know, straighten it. But all right, so all that to say, when I come back, we're going to be deep conditioning, so hold please. Okay, y'all, we are all washed. I got this big towel because I couldn't find my little smaller towel. But I have my hair divided in 2 sections. I actually washed it this way too. I forgot to mention that before I started to go wash my hair, just to help with your, like, to help prevent your hair from tangling and things like that while you're washing it. So I washed this side first, then I washed that side. So just a little FYI. But I have my steamer. I can't really move it because it's plugged up. I have my steamer set up. I'm about to turn it on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm about to get that up and going. Have my deep conditioner. And I just decided while I was washing my hair, I'm not going to do a silk press. I'm going to try and do a flexi ride set on blow dried hair. So I'm actually not going to film that because this is going to be my first time doing it. So if it turns out good, I'll do it again and do a video on it. But something I was just like, let's try a flexi ride set on just like blown out hair. So that's, I think, what we're gonna do instead of doing a silk press, just because my curls looked so good when I took like as I was washing my hair. I was like, okay, curls looking really good. But okay, we're just gonna go in with a lot of this. Y'all know I am not light when it comes to the product. And my hair is still pretty wet, so when applying your deep conditioners, you want to just make sure your hair is still pretty wet so that it can take the product in. And I hear my steamer getting ready to start up, so by the time I get all this product worked in, it'll be good to sit underneath here. And I'm also just like finger detangling as well. But honestly, my hair, like, this stuff is penetrating into my hair. Right, this side is pretty good. Hopefully this steamer isn't too loud and y'all can still hear me. It's always hard when I got all this product on my hair and I'm trying to like clip it up. My steamer is about to start kicking in. You see it? Right on time. I love steaming my hair now, y'all. I just love it. Alright. I need to hurry up and put this other side up. Alright, I'm about to steam for a bit. Alright guys, so we are all washed out. Washed the deep conditioner out. So I sat under the steamer for about 20-ish minutes, maybe a couple minutes shorter. Because the thing will literally start beeping once the water gets to a certain level. So washed this out, and this is pretty much my routine. Like I said, I was gonna do a silk press, but I was like, no, you know what? Let's switch it up. Let's try something new. So I'm actually, like I told you guys, going to try a flexi ride set. I'm going to do it on like stretched blown out hair. So I'm going to try that. I'm not going to record it because y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. So that's why I said, let me try it out. If it turns out good, oh my gosh, I pray it turns out good. I'm doing this, y'all. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, the way I'm doing this. So if my hair turns out messed up for Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be in a bun. But you know, we gonna pray that it turns out cute. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video is helpful in the process or the things to do to get your hair just like back hydrated in a good state after you take out a protective style. Y'all saw this is my process. Again, Cecred products, 10 out of 10. And then went in with the Amika to help just like loosen up some of that build up on my scalp. And then, oh, I don't have my shampoos, but I did use the Cecred shampoo, the clarifying one, as well as the Olaplex clarifying. And then I went in with my Matrix Food for Soft Hydrating shampoo. So I literally used 3 different shampoos. And then y'all saw me finish up with my Amika Soul Food hair mask. So I guess I can show y'all what my hair looks like before I get ready to blow it out. My hair feels good. I think before I blow dry, I am about to add in a couple little Cecred hair drops just so I can have those in. But yeah, this is the hair. This is what it is looking and feeling like after being in braids for 4 weeks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Send up some positive vibes, positive energy that this flexi ride turns out cute. That way I can actually record it and share it with you guys. I always like to try things out before I bring it and share it with y'all. That's the only reason why I'm not about to record me doing this flexi ride tutorial. But anyway, this is my post braid hair care routine. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful for you. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.